Good morning. Today we're doing the ignition lab on this vehicle C.
Looking at our description of our ignition system, we have 3 ignition coils. Each one controls 2 spark plug wires, or provides spark to 2 spark plug wires. The rest is right here. Pause it if you want to read that. This is our ignition control module right here. You can see all the wires coming out of it. Got our diagram right here. Whatever this will focus. Here's what each wire does. Looking at our primary ignition coil winding resistance, we've got a mere 0.3 volts. You can check our secondary winding as well. Checking our secondary winding resistance, got 5.6 kilo ohms. All right, this car uses a waste spark ignition system. Gonna check out all these coils right here. They all look okay. Maybe a little bit of rust, but it's a pretty old car, so it's kind of to be expected. All right, regarding the procedure of altering ignition timing on this car, we don't have much. We've got a spec right here. No information supplied. Go back here. Ignition timing. It just tells you the cylinder order. And so there is no procedure for altering ignition timing on this vehicle. You could do it with a computer and tune the ECU, but there's no physical thing you can do with the ignition system to alter the timing. We've got our inductive pico on the spark plug wire hooked up right here. That's what we're reading at idle. We can pause this and get a better look. All right, so here, as our voltage, 0, as it begins to drop, and that's when the dwell starts on our ignition coil, and it's all the way up until this voltage spike. That's when that magnetic field collapses and induces that voltage spike. It's spiking at close to 4 volts at idle, and then as it goes down, that's when the actual spark plug arc is created. And with consistent RPM, you can see our frequency has increased as compared to idle right now. All right, I've increased the scale here. We're gonna see what our pattern looks like under load. All right, go back. So this time, our voltage is spiking close to 6 volts. That's the highest I've seen it, at about 7.5. Here's paused idle, or paused picture. Looking at our dwell time, we start here at 172 milliseconds, and it ends right at about where the voltage spike is. So our dwell time here is about 6 milliseconds. We're about to see what it looks like under load. Go. Here we're at 106 milliseconds under load, stopping at about 109. So about 3 milliseconds of dwell time under load. It's about half of what it was at idle.